This is the plaintiff, Carlita Belgrove. She says she was hired by the defendant to restore a red antique chamber stove from the 1950s, and the guy paid her for all her hard work with a rubber check. Her company has an A rating. All her customers are satisfied with her services, and she deserves every penny of the $1,500 she's suing for today. This is the defendant, James. He says the plaintiff used scare tactics to get him to use her to convert the stove to propane because if he didn't, he would be putting everyone's lives in jeopardy. He felt like he was coerced into these repairs, which were unwarranted. He never agreed to the exorbitant price she charged after the work was done and believes he doesn't owe her a penny. He's accused of turning up the heat.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Belgrove Appliances, represented here by Carlita Belgrove.
Yes.
You're the owner?
Yes.
And those gentlemen are...
Employees.
Okay. You are suing James. You've asked us not to mention your last name, and we'll respect that for $1,500. The cost of a job, travel, tax, and your time wasted because they canceled the check on you. All right, tell me what happened.
And also fees that I paid other people to help me file the paperwork.
Okay, what happened?
On May 30th, first of all, I'm the stove lady. I have an antique stove business. We're the only company of the kind in the next 5 states. So
You're the only company of
this
that kind
That's
in...
right. We sell antique stoves. We restore them. I got my claim to fame because I did most of the work until I trained these guys to do it for me. So in this particular case...
Okay, well, hold on. How'd you get into that?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
fascinated.
my dad passed away, and we started the business over again, and then I started specializing in antique stoves instead of doing, like, landlord-tenant stoves and things like that.
How did you get into that?
I started fixing. I used to be a finance manager. I actually quit my job. The people appreciated the work I did much more than in finance. So, you know.
Well, that might say something too, but...
So now I've been doing this actually for 15 years. I've had this business.
Do you have a picture of the stove?
Yes.
May I see it? Okay, so you get a phone call or an email. What's your first contact?
I don't remember whether he called me first, but I think he filled out a service request. We didn't get it at first. So on May 30th in my email is the first service request I have from him requesting the service.
It's beautiful. It's breathtaking. All right, so tell me, you get a call from him. He wants you to come out and do what?
Basically, he filled out a request and asked me to come out and convert his stove from natural gas to propane. He said...
So you go out there, and it's how far from you?
It's about 2 hours, and I printed out the map request.
Okay, had you talked to him about travel time?
I sure did. I have it in an email where I posted how much travel time is, how much
Where
the
you
service
say to
charge
him that
is.
it's what?
$80 per hour for travel time. I have it right here. As a recap, we charge $80 per hour for travel to and from your location. Also, you will be charged a minimum service charge of $95.
So what happens when you needed to do what? Switch it from
Natural gas to propane. Propane is a stronger gas. So
okay, from natural gas to propane. And what efforts, how did you end up finding her?
Well, there was 2 things. We had the receipt from the previous owner, and then I said, well, let me look around to find somebody closer. And like she said, there was no other service contractor in the area, just her. So
Right.
I called her, and I agreed on all those things.
So she gets there, and
So
what
she gets
happened?
there, and I had already looked online to see what needs to be done, but there was supposed to be a conversion kit. So I was expecting, some work. She came in, and she asked me what I already did, and I said, well, I adjusted the valves, and all you need to do is just turn things down to make the flames less strong or powerful, whatever. So I explained that to her, and she said, okay, well, this is not safe. And she gave me the impression that if she didn't do the job completely, that she wouldn't be responsible for any damage that happened afterwards.
Meaning it's unsafe for you to not
Right.
have her do the job.
Right. And then I called my wife up because then she said, okay, now I have to do this job, and I'm expecting a conversion kit.
What did you call your wife about?
Well, I called my wife and told her what was happening, and then the price was quoted for the complete conversion of $500, and all this time I kept saying, how are you coming up with this figure for that? And then she again gave me the impression that it was an unsafe if the job wasn't done. So I was still expecting a conversion kit. But
Okay.
she was done with the job afterwards.
No, wait. You skipped a bunch. You called your wife in
I
order to
called
discuss
my wife up
what?
after we found out there was going to be $500. And
Okay,
I'm
but
still,
is that before she does the job?
Well, she didn't do anything yet.
So I am correct. That's before she does the job. So you call your wife to say it's $500, and what does your wife say?
Don't have her do the job.
Okay.
So, and I said, but she's saying that if we don't get the job done, we can't use the stove.
Okay.
So,
So then
that's
what?
why I felt that we needed to get the job done because we have to use
So you
the
overruled your wife?
I did.
Come on up. So on the phone, you told him. Tell me how it sounded. Was it absolutely not? Tell her no, pay her service charge, and let her go, or was it? You do what you want, but I think that's a lot. Which one was it?
No, I basically told him not to, that unless she's going to be doing what we had contracted her to do.
What did you contract her to do?
Well, what we
right now, you contracted her to do nothing. You said,
Right.
Well-
we don't want to hire her.
Right.
And he said, okay, honey, love you, bye. You're hired.
Basically,
That's how it worked out.
Well, no,
You haven't hired her
actually,
yet. What do you
no.
mean?
Well,
Well, she didn't.
No,
wait.
wait, I wanted to hear what
we
she
thought
meant.
that she was going to put the conversion kit in. We
But
really.
where did you guys get all that from? How
Because-
are you the experts now? You're
well,
more
because
than
we actually did our research and we
Afterwards?
No, actually, we actually have
Beforehand.
This is
Right, you did.
this-
So
no.
if you were saying she was there to put a conversion kit, she breached a contract by not putting a conversion kit, then I better see something where it says that you hired her to put a conversion kit. Not that afterwards you thought about it, wrote her a check, accepted the deal, and then stopped payment on the check. Because then you got a fixed stove that no one in
Actually-
the 5-state area could fix except for the stove lady.
That's right.
And then after she drives 2 hours away, you end up burning her.
Well, the thing
No,
is,
that's not how.
Okay,
it
well,
happened.
I got to make sure it's not that.
Okay.
Because
That's
I
not
got
how it
to tell you, when a guy writes the check, it looks like that. Especially when you tell him don't do it, he hangs up with you and he admits he turned around and told her to do it.
Okay.
So how did it get from $500 to $895?
We don't know how it got to be that. In
Where's
fact-
the invoice? Did he sign an invoice?
He signed an invoice.
So how do you
and
not
let me-
know? It's right on the invoice.
He signed a contract.
Oh,
I had him sign the contract.
He grabbed the nearest roll of toilet paper
That's-
and a crayon, hand that to my
that's
bailiff,
right.
my bailiff, my
That's
bailiff.
And when we
Hold on,
finished,
hold on.
yeah.
She can hold that thought.
Hold on. Wait.
Give her a moment.
Give me a moment to soak it all in.
I actually
So
have
you
a
just
better
wrote
picture.
it down. Where's the actual one? Why is it a picture?
Yeah, I have a better picture on the computer.
Why don't you just
because
have it?
the guy who went with me.
You left it with them?
Yeah, the guy
Okay,
who went with me, and
got
I have
it.
a letter from him as well.
Wait. Just please let me soak this in.
Yeah.
So this picture was taken of the contract at the site, at the home.
Yes.
Do you watch People's Court?
Yes.
I feel so vindicated. Agreed to above work for $780 plus tax includes travel.
You can see it. clear
Warranty
on the
90
laptop.
days.
Let me just-
There was no conversion.
Yeah. The check is on top of it, so there's part that I can't.
Right. In the video, you can see that I moved the check and it lists everything that was done.
There's a video?
Yes, I took a video and I even asked him in the video, is he okay with the work? And he said, I'm fine.
No, you didn't.
I sure did.
No,
And
you
And
didn't.
it shows the stove working as
I
well.
need a cigarette right now.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, is having an antique stove a cool thing or pain in the butt?
I don't think it's that cool. I think it's a pain in the butt.
I mean, they look so much cooler than ordinary stoves, right?
Yes, I think it would be really cool. I mean, it's neat, it's antique, and it's something different.
And it's harder to use, which is the point, right?
Yeah, if you're cooking 5 meals a day, I don't want an antique stove.
Excuse me, 5 meals. Who cooks 5 meals a day?
I'm in a week.
Oh, okay. Okay, boy. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Am I gonna see you on video saying everything? Oh, look at the wife. Oh, give me a. Does this take pictures? I need to take a picture of it. Did you know that? Well, let's see. Maybe she's overselling it. Let's just see, shall we? Can you please press? But where do I go for the video?
Yeah, you know, it's a new computer.
I'm
Chris.
so happy right now. I can't tell you because I don't think I ever see this kind of stuff. Go ahead.
He just paid $843.38 to have the stove converted and adjusted from natural gas to propane.
Okay, I'm pausing it so I can read the whole thing. Convert to propane for manual lighting. Turn off main pilot. Agree to above work, $780. Okay. And you signed that, right?
Yes, but my question was that to her, as she mentioned there, about some people don't need a conversion kit. I thought the whole thing needed to be converted, not just a few knobs needed to be changed.
Oh, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what's going on here. What you don't like is that she charged you $780 for too little and too easy a job that you wish you could have figured out yourself.
I already had figured it out. But
Then why did you need her and call her?
Because somebody...
Is it working now or is it not working now?
It works now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So I guess when you turn knobs, it is not the same as when the stove lady turns knobs. It is not the same. And that is why lawyers and doctors and plumbers and stove ladies can charge obscene amounts. That's how it works sometimes. Okay? Let's see.
Way too high. Mr. You have to... We're fine. Okay. Here's the stove. And we're gonna just light the burners. Turn.
Did he not like you videoing or something? Because he seems kind of...
Well,
He had an attitude by then because...
By then, why? Because he realized how quick it was.
And he had followed me out to my car to see what... I mean, he was right on my back the whole entire time as if he didn't trust me, which is why I checked for the stop payment in the first place.
Oh.
Clients
Let's
that
start
don't
with the
trust
stop
you
payment.
can't be
So
trusted.
how that happened? You do all the work, then you take your 2-hour drive back.
I go pick up my other guy, take my 2-hour drive back, and I said, I don't trust this guy. Let me deposit this check. And I
Immediately,
said,
that same day?
That same day, and because it was a Chase check, and that's where I bank, I said, can you check for a stop payment? And she said, how did you know there was a stop payment on this check? So within 2.5 hours, he had stopped payment on the check.
Why?
Because we agreed to her travel fee, we agreed to her service fee, but we certainly didn't agree to what she had.
Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm
your
not out of
own
my mind.
husband is standing next to you testifying that he signed a contract beforehand,
realize that.
agreeing to pay the fee. You agreed to this, and then you were perfectly fine ending up leaving her hanging out to dry. Thinking what? She lived 2 hours away and she wouldn't buy. Put your hand down. Please.
Your Honor.
Please. Let me see your bank. Did they charge you at your bank?
No, because I didn't even deposit it. But other people charged me. I had trouble filing the papers. I paid different people to help me file the papers.
Do you have receipts for these people?
I don't have those with me.
Yeah, that's
no.
not going to work.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what the check was for, which was $843.38. I am ordering them to pay you your court costs, and I am ordering them to pay you prejudgment statutory interest in your state since the time of this repair.
Thank you.
Okay? Good luck, everybody.
I'm making the video.
Okay, step over here, please. Your reaction on how this case wound up?
Well, I was disappointed, and it's like embarrassing, but nothing we can do about it.
You mad at him for overruling you?
I'm not mad at him, no.
No?
No,
Maybe a little annoyed.
Sometimes it's a judgment call.
Mm-hmm. Where you going? We done talking?
You're done talking.
Okay, we're done talking. Okay, right around the corner here. All right, here comes the oven lady.
Stove lady.
Okay, the stove.
Stovelady.com.
The stove lady. Okay.
Yes.
How's it going?
It feels good because he asked us to do the job. I never told him it was going to blow up his house because he didn't use the stove before. He just tried to fix it himself.
What did you mean you didn't trust the guy? How did you? Where's this into?
First of all, he went against what his wife said on the phone, and he didn't tell his wife we were charging before we came out there, obviously, because she was surprised about the fees.
So you thought because he didn't?
If he lied to his wife, of course he's going to lie to me.
Huh? Are these the stove guys over here?
These are the stove
Yeah, the
guys. That's the
stove
number
guy.
1 stove man over there.
Yeah.
There's number 2 stove man.
Do you guys
and
sing
Number
or
3
anything?
stove man. No, we don't sing. Sorry, we
Harvey?
only fix stoves.
Okay, Kurt, you should know this. In many states, if you write a check knowing at the time that check is going to bounce, that it's not good, they can sock you for twice, and in some states, even 3 times the value of the check. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.